After further ado, we're finally back. ECSports, Dion and Anthony. I'm lost today. Episode what?
25.
Yeah, we just finished Jordan. We just finished Kobe. Now we're at
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. That's a good one. Derrick Rose.
That's right.
Is it old Derrick Rose?
Memphis Rose.
And New York Rose.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got some topics here today. We're going to go over Mitchie, see how he's doing. Nico and Bobby P, their saga. And we're also going to have a nice little discussion about women in the locker room. And we'll get more in depth later in the show and to get you guys an idea of what we mean by that. But why don't you kick us off with Mitchie?
Mitchie T.
Mitchie T.
So I was kind of putting this whole Mitchie T in perspective here.
Okay.
So, okay. Now here's what I came up with so far. And you follow along here and tell me what you think. So first, this guy gets drafted.
Okay.
He is
Number two,
right. It's a blindside draft. No one sees it coming.
Okay.
Then
I thought you were on a movie.
Right.
Left. Okay.
No one sees this coming. Then on top of that, everyone's pissed off about it. Right?
The draft.
I mean, like 80% of people are pissed about it.
80% of Chicagoans or just
right.
Okay.
Then he plays pretty good in the preseason.
Yeah. People
are hyped about this.
As Bears fans are.
Then Glennon, he sucks.
As noted.
So people are more hyped about this.
Yeah.
More hyped about this. Then he plays.
Okay.
And I see nothing so far.
Okay. You see nothing.
I see nothing.
Yeah.
I see nothing to write home about.
All right, that's a good take.
Right or wrong? What I don't understand is this guy went from...
He goes right or wrong. Go ahead.
He went from not liked, booed. Mm-hmm. He was booed.
He's booed at the Bulls game.
He was booed. He was booed at the...
last year. Bulls game at the end of the year, yeah.
He was booed at the Bulls game.
Yeah. They showed him on the screen.
Not supposed to get drafted, and no one liked it. Then he played pretty decent preseason, had major expectations, and now I see absolutely nothing special.
All right. I think you don't see anything special because there's nothing around him special.
That's correct.
It's not his fault.
That is correct.
His coaching is not special.
Oh, it's...
His receiving core is not special.
Right.
His running backs are decent.
They're pretty good.
Special.
Two pretty good.
His defense is special, but...
Definitely.
His defense can't do everything.
You're right.
So, with that being said, what are we looking for from a guy that's played, some amount of games in the teens since, in reference to his starts to the NFL? I think it's one of the lowest amount of starting games prior to being in the NFL.
Right.
So what do you expect him to do, Bears fan, this quick into 3 starts?
I have zero expectations. I really do.
All right, so don't bash the guy.
I'm not bashing him.
All right.
I'm just kind of confused. No, I'm kind of confused with the entire Chicago fan base on this guy.
What do you mean?
Well, like I said, he was not a praise
What's
draft
the
pick.
confusion? I guess that's my question.
I just don't understand. He went from zero to hero to...
Meh.
Yeah.
Well,
he went from zero to hero without playing in a game, though.
Yeah.
It's not even like he went from zero and then played in a game and just tore it up, and then went to hero.
That's Chicago.
He went to pre-hero, premature hero.
Yeah, it's Chicago. They did it with, I think it was, I forgot who Cade McNown was sitting on the bench for, but they did it with him. Yeah, you weren't even born, I don't think.
I think I was.
Yeah, you were
I think I was
in
bad.
diapers.
Who's
fucking.
bad?
They did it with Grossman. They did it freaking all the way back with Steve Fuller. Like, that's what Chicago fans do. So you have to be patient because John Fox is not going to be here. He's not.
And this is another thing. I'm glad you say that. Is I don't have this. I don't have a major problem with John Fox.
Why not?
Because I don't think John Fox does much.
So you think he's a facilitator?
I think he's a head coach.
Okay.
I think he was a great head coach, But the thing is that, so Vic Fangio's our D coordinator, who's phenomenal. Our defense is great.
Yeah.
As I said.
Okay. You did say that.
But our offensive coordinator could be the worst in the league. Dow Logans. He could be the worst.
Loggins.
He could be the worst in the league.
The worst.
The worst.
Worse than Cleveland.
Yeah, but here's the thing about Cleveland. Cleveland has... They have less talent than we do, probably.
Yeah.
So that I can't get upset about. And I don't watch enough Cleveland games to see the play calls.
I don't think anybody... Does anybody have a Cleveland player on their fantasy team?
I have one. Duke Johnson.
His name is Duke.
He's the 16th ranked running back.
Okay.
For those watching, my fantasy team is horrible.
Yes. So
it's a horrible fantasy team.
In essence, everybody I feel leading up to the New Orleans game, including you, was excited about what the Bears were going to do. Now you're kind of Mitchie bashing.
I'm not Mitchie bashing.
I said kind of Mitchie bashing. Because you're saying, what is he doing, But everybody, including me, was like, hey, the Bears are going to go 4-4, go into the freaking bye, come out with a Green Bay team that is not ready to beat them, and we might go 12-4.
We'll probably beat Green Bay.
Yeah, we will.
Actually, I think we will beat Green Bay next game.
I mean, if you go back to our earlier episodes, we said the Bears would probably be 0-6 by now. And they're not.
You're right.
So, they're already, 0-8.
Did we say 0-8?
I think 1-7.
I think one.
I think we said they beat Detroit, but they haven't played Detroit. Minnesota, which they didn't beat them. Did they? They didn't beat Minnesota. So, with that being said, I personally, since like a 7-9 season, if you get a top 12 pick, what do you do with it? That's just dead air, everybody. He's thinking.
They have to get a receiver.
In the first round.
They have to.
In the first round.
Like I said.
Okay.
Would you like to go over the receiving core?
I don't know who it is.
That's what I'm telling you right now. The defense is great.
Mm-hmm.
The O-line is actually not bad at all.
Okay.
The receiving core is by far the weakest part of the team.
Yes, I mean that goes without saying.
Right. So I think you have to.
But there's not this is the thing, man. There's no guy freaking blowing up the charts in NCAA college football.
There's not.
That the Bears are like, you know what? We're good. There's Odell Beckham right there.
There's not. But I got to be honest though. There's a lot of receivers that just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I heard it today. The top 3 receivers, I believe, that were taken in the first round, no one knows. They're talking about the Juju Smith, whatever guy.
Juju Smith-Schuster, who was good at USC.
He was a 60-something pick.
Yeah.
Who else was doing good? A couple other guys, but this John guy from Chicago is not doing anything. The guy Mike Williams from Clemson.
No, he's not doing shit.
Nothing. So it's all about
Corey Matthews.
Yeah, it's all about doing your job as a scout, making sure you pick the right guy, and do your thing from there. Juju played against top-notch people. I think Ross or whoever, the guy that is
the fastest
Chicago.
guy.
Yeah, Where did
Liz
he go?
Ross is the fastest guy.
But he went to like where? Not a really good team. Central.
Cincy?
Central?
Oh! What college?
Yeah. It was like Central Michigan. It was something where.
John Ross.
Yeah.
John Ross.
I'm not sure where he went, but haven't heard anything about him. So that goes to what you're saying is drop a first round pick on a receiver.
I know, but I got to be honest. I don't know enough about NCAA receivers right now.
Yeah,
I really don't. I really wish I did.
Are you happy with our defensive backfield?
I
think
am.
we need a linebacker, bro. Like, how much are you gonna freaking? I mean, Trevathan's gonna. He's solid.
Very.
I think even Christian Jones is.
I love Christian Jones. I think he's awesome.
Lloyd. So it's not like, I don't know, but you lost Freeman. He's probably done forever. So
Pernell McPhee's good, but he gets hurt.
Yeah, stop. Just like stop.
He gets hurt.
Stop. He has one knee. And he's like 33. He's done. You quit it. So.
Went to Washington.
John Ross.
Yeah, Washington.
Who had a great team last year, but John Ross was a non-factor in
Yeah,
Washington.
exactly. He had a torn, whatever. But anyway, that's where I'm trying to go to you with is why waste? Let's just say a number 12 pick on a fucking wide receiver where you can get a decent one in the second round because everybody's going to be picking linemen and defensive players in the first round.
Right.
Get a guy that you can just place on your team, even a line. You think our line is amazing?
Our O-line?
Yeah.
No, not amazing.
I'm just saying,
But
get a guy that you're good. Like, this guy I can place either on your line, this guy I can place in your defensive backfield, and he's like how is that guy doing, by the way, the one that you said we should get from LSU? Because I haven't heard his name on here.
Jamal Adams?
Yeah.
He's doing great
Where's he at?
on the Jets. He's doing awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta look that up because you look like, well, how dare you ask me? I'll see how he's doing.
I mean, no, he's doing.
He's Dave Chappelle, Little John. Oh, he's doing amazing. He's doing amazing.
No, he's doing good.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, first round guy.
Yeah.
Like, think about Kevin White when we did first round. Ooh, that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? So
The worst.
You have to get a guy.
The worst. I don't
That's
even want to
gonna
see
just-
that guy try to come
Dude,
back anymore.
I don't want to see him at all.
I'm done watching
Leave
him.
Chicago.
I'm done watching
He's probably
him try
in
to
LA
come
right
back.
now. Leave Chicago, you piece of garbage. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying about the first round. You get a guy, stick him on your team. He's ready to go. Sorry, the coffee's kicking in. He's ready to fucking go. And then in the second round, you get the guy that you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on your Bears. Now, moving forward, let's go to your boy, Bobby P, punching dudes out. What's your take on everything? Actually, you had your take. I'm going to give you my take. So this is what happened if you guys aren't aware.
Yeah.
They're in practice, okay? So when they're in practice, they're going back and... First of all, I'll take it back to the summer. Bobby Portis and the other younger guys were told specifically, you guys show up to the fucking, Advocate Center, work your asses off. And I'm not going to guarantee you, but it's going to be tough to not put you in the starting lineup. Bobby P's there every day, I hear. This is from sources. And Nico wasn't around, which he probably shouldn't have been, right? He doesn't have a contract. Don't say he should be around.
He should be around.
So he should be around working out, running and shit when he has no contract. Turn his fucking ankle, anything.
Here,
can
let's
happen.
put it this way. Since he has no contract, he's got to have a contract at some point, right? Which means he needs to run around and be in shape because let's say the Bulls don't sign him. Let's say the Pacers sign him.
Okay.
Is he going to tell the Pacers, sorry, I haven't been working out this year because I'm
No,
I'm not
he
getting
just
a
was.
contract.
He's
so-
probably working out, but he probably wasn't working out at the Bulls. That's what they said. So anyway, Bobby P's there all summer. Blah blah blah. Nico shows up. He signs the day that me and you go to freaking media day.
Okay, he does.
He signed that day to the point where he wasn't even there yet. Okay.
Correct.
Goes to practice. 3 days later, they announce Nico's starting power forward. Bobby P, obviously, and if you guys don't know, it's Bobby Portis, Anthony's favorite player on the Bulls. He's not happy. So
Would
they're
you be
going
happy?
back and no, of course not. They're going back and forth. Apparently, Nico is talking shit. He's talking shit. Long story short, Nico like flinches at him, and Bobby just roundhoused his ass. Apparently, everybody was like, "Oh, Nico pushed him first." No, they just said Bobby hit him, and he just knocked him out. Like his head hit the floor. That's why he got a fucking concussion, and he broke bones in his face.
Correct.
That happened. Bobby was suspended 8 days. Bobby went on the
Go ahead, I'm listening.
media.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I'm sorry, Nico." He said, "Sorry to Nico." He said he wished it didn't happen. If you didn't see it, look it up. He basically apologized publicly. It was like a prepared statement.
Right.
Someone asked him if he's reached out to Nico. He said yes, but Nico hasn't responded. Long story short, that's what happened. Nico has not responded, and just recently, Nico said what?
That he wants out.
Yes. Nico wants to be traded if Bobby P is staying.
This could be a blessing in disguise. This fight.
Yeah, if you watch ECSports at all, you know that we are not big fans of Nikola Mirotic.
This could be a blessing in disguise, ladies and gentlemen.
So
To see the departure of the man by the name of Nikola Mirotic would make me extremely satisfied.
yes, and apparently this comes from a source. I think it was Joe Cowley. I actually know he was on the radio. Apparently, Nico doesn't really have many friends on the team. Jimmy was his best friend. Jimmy kind of protected him. Jimmy was his boy. Obviously, as we all know, Jimmy is gone. So Nico really just took the money. He doesn't really know anyone on the team. If you look at the team, everyone's gone.
Right.
Except for Bobby.
What's crazy is he knows Bobby, yeah.
Yeah. So everyone's gone, literally, except for Bobby and Robin.
But there's some position competition there.
Yeah. So it's a position competition, but at the end of the day, this guy's talking about suing. He's talking about just a lot of stuff. He walks in with his freaking agent and says, "I want out." So what's your total take on outside of get the fuck out? Because they got to pay him, right?
Yeah. 28 mil?
Yeah.
2 year?
Yeah, with the option, though. It was kind of like a Dwayne Wade one.
It's crazy
But like
though.
one of Dwayne Wade's.
It's crazy to think that yet again, it's
No one's taking that contract, bro.
it's a major shocker. I'd have to say a shocker at best. Two shockers here. Number one, we have Nikola Mirotic getting paid the same amount as a Rajon Rondo last year. Disgusting.
That's true.
That's disgusting. Then we have a absolute second to the shocker. Our front office fails yet again. A guy doesn't work out all year. He shows up.
Could you name our front office again? As long as we're talking about, what's their name again?
Garpax.
Okay.
The guy shows up again. He shows up with no team spirit, no team, off-season chemistry, no nothing.
was at the clubs,
they
though.
went against their word
He
yet
wasn't.
again.
They or Johnny?
Oh, Johnny went against their
Johnny
word.
P. Hey, Johnny's nice. He walks by, he says, "How you guys doing?" I like Johnny, but he'll lie to your face. But go ahead.
He lies.
Maybe he lied when he said hello. He didn't really give a fuck.
He-
Go ahead.
No. Probably not. But he lies. And this,
What did he lie about this time?
he said, if you come and you put in the work, then you'll be the best.
Maybe that was Freddie.
Oh, whatever. This stems from all of these.
Come on, Fast Freddie, man.
This stems from all three of these absolute nitwits that we surround ourselves with.
Whoa. I haven't heard that on the show ever. Nitwit.
Nitwits.
Okay.
Yeah. Three of them.
Three
of them.
Okay.
The reason the state of being of which we are in right now is because three chiefs are in charge.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah. So,
but what I'm saying is, again, we're promising things that we're not owning up to, and then it causes a fight, and then we're going to make everybody else look bad, instead of owning up to the fact that, hey, we did say this, and this is why the conflict started. Instead, we just heard Bobby Porter's punched Meritic in the face.
That's it. That's honestly all we heard.
That's all that was heard.
And Bobby's suspended for 8 games.
There was an altercation at practice in which he punched him in the face. The altercation stems from...
But Johnny P did say that unbeknownst to him and everything that was reported, that the punch was not a cheap shot. It wasn't a sucker punch. That's good information for Johnny P to let us know.
Because we care.
Yeah.
This, like I said, this punch, this could have been a good front office move if it means the guy is gone, because I don't want to see him shoot threes this entire season.
He's 6'10".
Correct. And I don't want to see him not step foot in the paint.
He put on 30 pounds of muscle over the summer, but now since he has to have a feeding tube, all that was for naught.
The best part is neither of them are going to start.
No. You know why? Because Markkanen is in the building. Now this guy actually has me excited about going to Bulls games. Lauri Markkanen, and he's not timid. Like their only win, which will be their only win of the year because they're gonna go 1-81. He ended the fucking game. He crossed the dude up. Mind you, this motherfucker is a legit 7-1 and dropped the 3 in his mouth. I mean, you don't have a lot of dudes doing that.
He also steps foot in the paint.
He will step in the paint. And he will get rebounds.
Which excites me.
So we have I'm telling you right now, he's the only untouchable motherfucker on the team. I will give away everybody. He's untouchable. That's it. Oh, but this guy, he's going to keep Zachary Levine because he's had one good half season and he's a dunker. And Chris Dunn, has he even played yet?
Tonight.
Oh. Whatever that is.
I would
don't know when
I would agree that would be the guy I would never...
Would you, seriously, if anybody wanted Levine, you wouldn't trade him?
I mean, I would have to...
Are you going to give him a max deal? You know this is his contract year.
No, I know. I think he's going to have to obviously prove himself.
But he only has half the season. So you're going to give a guy a max deal off half the season.
Here's the thing. I'd have to see how he looks off of a severe injury.
Okay.
Because, I mean, obviously that's extremely important, number one. Number two, I don't know. It's going to depend a lot on what's out there, man. And I don't think there's going to be a lot out there next year.
Okay. What do you mean? Basically what I'm trying to tell you is, did you not get the text I sent you? What Charles Barkley said? Give the Bulls and the Lakers the ping pong balls right now. We're going to the fucking lottery, pal. So, build around Markkanen. Get rid of whoever wants these other bums. And let's start over.
I would keep Chris Dunn, I really would.
Why? Seriously, why?
Because I want to see how he plays this year.
All right, I'm thinking, you got Jerry Grant, who I've never liked.
Right.
I have never liked his
No, you've
brother.
never liked him.
What is their point? They're in the league because of their dad and their uncle. Like, let's be realistic. Is their game disgusting? Does he kill you?
No.
Is his brother killing
Although
in Oklahoma City?
So Jerry and Grant, I'm not a fan of. But I will say that Jerry and Grant looks a lot more comfortable this year than last year. A lot more comfortable.
Yeah, because there's no douchebags talking shit about him in the media.
Yeah.
That's
true.
why.
Or in the locker room.
And what's his name?
Teammates.
Your boy, 45. He
Valentine?
looks extremely comfortable now.
He does.
You know, so
He really does. But I told you that was going to happen because I saw him just.
And this is what happens with us every
Him
time we talk.
behind Wade is just.
Every time we talk about the Bulls, we go over.
Wade is
so
horrible, by the way.
we're gonna talk about. We'll finish that. We're gonna talk about the women in the locker room because that's gonna be a long topic on the next episode. But Wade is horrible. Why? Because he can't play basketball anymore.
Yeah, he's horrible.
So you think he's reached his peak?
He's done.
Wow, he's done.
He's done.
That is a strong statement.
At 35, 36,
I think he's 35 still.
going to be 36.
Okay.
He's done.
Do you think
He's 35. He's in love. He's slow. He can't shoot. He can't get to the rim. He's done.
Wow, that's strong. So, with that being said,
He's already been benched on the Cavs.
he asked that. Don't you believe that? He asked Tyronn Lue to bench him.
I don't believe it.
Okay.
Do you believe it?
No, but I want to
You
feel.
gave me that stern
I know.
okay.
I
and
want
then you
to
agreed with me.
feel like this guy is good, but we gave him $24 million. So I mean, that's just Dwayne Wade for you.
Yeah.
I personally am happy that.
And what did the Cavs give him?
I think they got him the vet's minimum, no?
$2 million?
Yeah, but he's.
That's what he's worth.
He's.
It's a real organization, ladies and gentlemen.
They're doing
Give
well right now.
bums what they're worth.
Wow, Dwayne Wade's a bum now.
At this point in his career, he was unbelievable.
He's never been MVP.
I loved. No, he wasn't. He was Finals MVP. No.
Yeah.
I- yeah.
Yeah, with Shaq.
Yeah. 06. I mean, I loved Dwayne Wade. Don't get me wrong, but now he's a bum now. He's a backup.
He means backup man, as in bum. He doesn't mean like, oh, he can't play, right? You mean
Right,
backup man.
right.
Yeah, that's what you mean.
Yeah, and
So-
he's lost every extreme characteristic that he had. He's gone. And the problem with a player like that is those kind of players don't last at their older age because those kind of players who used to get to the hoop.
So what is he not doing?
Well, here's the thing, and correct me if I'm wrong. A player like that no longer, when he gets old, he no longer excels because he used to get to the hoop. His athleticism was out of control.
So why did Kobe and Jordan last long?
Because Kobe had just an absolute disgusting mid-range shot.
It was like 9 out of 10 was going in.
Right. And Kobe had an awesome shot. And these guys who can
It's
shoot.
funny you said Kobe twice because you know that Kobe is the closest to Jordan. But go ahead, because you said Kobe twice.
And they can make their career last longer because they don't have to rely on athleticism, getting to the hoop, getting banged up around them. I mean, Dwayne Wade, how many times when he was young did he get hit to the ground?
True.
Every time.
And
That's why
what
Rose
happened.
didn't last.
And Iverson.
Right.
Like Iverson, when he was done, it was just like, I don't even think he was 30.
Right. And look at the guys that have continued to play, dude. Shane Battier.
Manu Ginobili.
Right. They just shoot. They shoot and they
Tony.
stay outside.
Yeah.
They don't get hit. They don't have to jump up and come down
They
on
just
their
use
knees and
their
ankles and
mind.
like exactly.
So, with that being said, like I said, we're going to get into the women reporters. Women, you might want to listen to episode 26 because you might be happier.
Especially alongside some of those who we actually do this with.
Yeah. Listen, because it's just our opinion, but we'll get into that. Nice show today, and we're going to see you. I'm sorry, I keep saying we'll see you next time, and also we're going to start being more consistent now in our show. We're going to start posting our show on Saturday mornings
Yes.
and Wednesday nights. We're
Correct.
not going to give you a time yet because we're not sure, but we're pretty sure it's going to be Saturday mornings and Wednesday nights. So this is our first one that we're going to move forward. Obviously, it's Saturday morning. It looks a little dark, but it's Saturday morning and then Wednesday night.
And we're also going to be a little more interactive when it comes to actually footage when we're at the game. And
Yeah. Because we have
press
some
room
footage.
and
I
all that
just
other stuff.
got some interviews in with Greg EP. That's Pop, if you guys don't know. We're gonna show that to you, and we're gonna have like an opening. We're gonna have a lot more things. We're not gonna talk about everything in one show, but follow our podcast on iTunes and Spreaker for you non-iPad and iPhone users, and we'll see you next time.